Hey there, random internet strangers. This is Random Forex Guy talking to you. Uh, just found out I only have 15-minute limit on this screencaster, so we're going to make this as quickly as possible. Again, let's get right to the charts. Let's go to Bitcoin. Uh, I switched over from the Heikin-Ashi to kind of give you a general view of Heikin-Ashi tends to accentuate strong trends, and so they look scarier than they actually are. You can see we have some green candles here, the regular candles, and we're actually on an uptrend. We got a nice rejection candle, and it's green. So we possibly may have hit the bottom here. I'm not real sure yet, but a lot of people have been freaking out over the this drop in price. And as I said, if we go look at now, why has it done this? It took away my ability. Why did it do that? Oh, here we go. Um, when we change over to Heikin-Ashi, you can see how much scarier that drop looks. And as I said, when there's no wicks at the top, that indicates a very strong downtrend. But we have these nice rejection candles here with these long wicks at the bottom. And then when we start seeing wicks at the top, that's when we know we're looking at close to the bottom of the range. A lot of people have been freaking out. Oh, it's gone to all these new lows, and you guys are probably saying, "Well, random forex guy, why did it not stop here?" Well, if we go back a little bit further, we can see there was a large candle here with a nice long wick here. That's a good rejection candle there. So there's still a lot of demand left right there. So that's at 66. And where it's been bouncing right off of 66, and then it just jumped right back up to 71. And then we have another demand level here, a small demand level that I talked about, between 52 and 57. So that's the next demand level. You can see how the price just went sideways, went for a long time here. So this demand level is probably not as strong because it stayed at this level for so long. So there's still a lot of resistance for this price to get through. And as I said, we go back to regular candles. You can see that that's a pretty strong green candle that's starting to form up. So, but our Heikin-Ashi, I won't go into the details of how Heikin-Ashi is calculated, but uh, it's still showing downtrend, that the bulls are still firmly in control. So we still want to sit and wait at least until we start seeing some wicks up here on the top. Um, why is this happening? There's a couple reasons. One, this is the Dow. If you went back to my last video, oops, the Dow Jones Industrial Average is at an all-time high. All the money's over here. Everything is risk on. So we're seeing a lot of, as I said, all the money flows are over here. Everybody's making their money over here. I don't trade equities other than my 401k account, and I actually put mine all in the stable value fund somewhere around here. Usually, before a huge correction, we get a double top that's very quick and very sharp as the price continues to get the price will get very, very volatile. I thought it was going to happen here, but I've seen worse volatility than this, so I still went ahead and got out here. And at the end of the year, there's going to be a lot of profit taking for tax purposes and for the holidays and stuff like that. So uh, we are you'll probably see a small correction here, and the money flows will start going back into what I trade, which is the Forex market. Go to Euro USD, and this is basically they've just been trading back and forth. There hasn't been a lot of volatility, a lot of ups and downs. This is very difficult to trade as a swing trader. It's a little bit easier if you're a day trader. This actually would be very easy, but I don't have the time to trade it as a day trader. Uh, so the money will actually probably go into Pacific Rim currencies like the Australian dollar versus the New Zealand dollar is one. This is the Australian dollar versus the New Zealand dollar. You can see you get some nice long trends here. Some great swing trading right there. That would have been a great swing trade. And another great one right here. Been missing out because I have an indicator that tells me not to trade uh, currencies when it gets below a certain level, not to trade them at all. And it's been there for some time. That's why I got into crypto. But that would have been a nice swing trade right there. I think it's heavily weighted on the North American and Euro market. I'd like to be able to. I haven't been able to find one that just has Pacific Rim. The one I do is called the Euro VIX. It measures volatility. It's supposedly for the whole market, but not uh, for the Pacific Rim currencies. It's different because the culture is different there, so the money flows are different. Let's move on to. I only got 15 minutes, so I don't want to spend a lot of time on that. That's one place the money's going to go. The next place is gold. Gold is a store value. So people basically mine gold. It takes time, energy, and effort to mine gold. And so that time, energy, and effort is placed has a value, dollar value placed in gold. Now, your time, energy, and effort, whether you drive a truck, whether you are a head of an internet or a software making corporation, or the own business owner of a company that makes light posts for parking lots, whatever your job is, that your time, energy, and effort has value, and it can be stored. That time, energy, and effort can be stored in gold, and that's what people do. When markets turn sour, when risk it gets too risky to be in the stock market where you're not making any money, people turn to gold as a store of value. They turn to silver. There's another one. It doesn't go a whole lot in value. It's been trading steadily, about $200 range for months now. Then we have Bitcoin, Coin USD. And as you can see, we've taken a dive here because all the money's in the stock market. So Bitcoin is still very speculative, but it works like gold. It is a store of value. There's also some application to it that continues to be uh, Ethereum being uh, probably the second biggest. Well, not probably, they are the second biggest. And as you can see, Ethereum Classic is very similar to how Bitcoin is behaving. The kind of Bitcoin drives the bus. It's gold. Ethereum, some people say Litecoin, which is another coin, is more like silver, but I like to think of Ethereum as silver because it has more applications to it, and silver has more industrial uses than gold. Uh, so just I don't want to get too deep into it. Maybe in another video. So we are looking at signs of a reversal, and here it is not happening here either. Will it happen with Litecoin? I always do that wrong. This is Litecoin. This is one, some other people call it silver, but you can see it's very similar in its structure and pricing. Uh, and that's because that Bitcoin drives the bus. It is the market capitalization is greater than all the other markets combined. Now, getting back to Ethereum, why I'm so bullish on Ethereum is because the market cap in Ethereum could quite possibly surpass Bitcoin in 2020. So it could take the lead, and the reason why is because it has more utilization, uh, more functions with the smart contract and level two, what they call level two stuff. I don't want to get too techy into the details of it, uh, uh, but it could. They call it the flippening, where the market cap of uh, Bitcoin drops lower than the market cap of Ethereum. They're calling that event the flippening. And then there's another one called the halvening, which is due out in May, and that's for Bitcoin. The way Bitcoin is mined and produced, uh, every 4 years or so, I can't remember the exact number, the in the algorithm in the code of Bitcoin, there is the miners can only make half as much as what they used to, and it continues. They call that the halvening, and it's due out the end of May. And if that happens and it coincides with a drop in the stock market, people are going to flock to Bitcoin, and that's going to drive the price up because it's going to drive the demand up. Uh, Very possible that's going to happen. Some people projecting $100,000. I don't know about that, but I definitely see a rise in the near future for Bitcoin. There's a lot of negativity going around in Bitcoin because they got the level two with the smart contracts, but they're having trouble with the next layer, uh, which they have things called scalability, which is how fast the transactions happen, because Visa can handle way more transactions than anything out there right now. And with scalability, when you have faster transactions, you're going to make the code faster, and that makes it easier to hack and easier to see into. So there's a play on that to try to, and there's a race for that to try to solve that problem. There's a lot of problems still with this new technology, but you got some of the greatest minds in the world. And what I like about Ethereum is it's open. They have thousands and thousands of developers to it, and going in all different directions, trying to develop uh, the next level of cryptocurrency so that it can be used not only as a medium of exchange, but it can be used as a stock. It can be used for insurance contracts, for loans, for all sorts of things. Um, so that's what the eggheads up there that really get heavy into this stuff. I wish I hadn't partied so much in my younger days, and I could have been in on something like this. This is definitely something that would have interested me. But que sera, sera. So I'm just a trader. That's fine. I can use my brains in another direction. And but I really think that this is going to take off. And you guys really need to get your account set up so that you're ready. You don't necessarily have to buy right away, but it takes a while to set your accounts up so that you can trade this uh, without any fees. I'm still having problems with Coinbase. I haven't even got my account set up yet. As I said, I was a forex trader, and they have a very limited amount of forex or amount of cryptocurrency on the forex market. So I came over to the crypto market. Running out of time here, so that about does it for today. So we go into the big Bitcoin group. I don't know. That's not the one I want. BTC. One last look at the chart, and you can see the demand is there, but it just hasn't overpowered the Bears.